Hi guys, Sophs here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, it has been a very long while since I recorded a health vlog, and I'm just letting you guys know now, if I don't feel like recording a health vlog, you will have one health vlog a month. So if you don't get your normal 2 weeks worth of your health vlog, just understand that, you know, I'm going through a lot, you know, mentally, physically, and I've been doing a lot this month, which we will start getting into details about. But I want to let you guys all know first off, before we begin this health vlog for this entire month, I want you to know that I've been really working hard and trying to do my best as well. Let me just chuck in a mint. I've got some more videos to record after this. But first thing, as you can see, new location, and yes, we're now more closer to my mum's wall now, so we might hear some more things from my mum's room. So I'm gonna talk as loud as I possibly can, and fingers crossed that you can't hear it, but if you do, that's what it is. As you can see, I've completely rechanged my room. Well, you can't see anything there, but you can see Laura and Order in the background, but you can see that a lot of it's changed through this past month. So number one, we had our house inspection, which we did very well. Rechanged my whole room the day before the inspection because I just needed a change, and you can see it looks fantastic. It is still nice and clean, just the way Suze likes a room. I like to always keep my room clean. Now, this past month, even though I really highly failed my inner transformation January part, redoing it in May, looking forward to it. We have our little bonus catch-up call next week, which I'm really excited for. But I've been doing a lot of change, and that is a good thing, especially when you have been nothing but sad for the past month, haven't been feeling really great, was suicidal last month twice, and it was becoming very annoying for myself, and I just wanted to stop. Let me just sit on my bed so I can talk to you guys, and my arm is about to get on Sophs, and there we go, it changed. So I have been doing my first 3 weeks of my course that I'm currently doing with Cass and Steve, which is the Fun Road to Confidence and Success, coaching with them. We had our first 3 weeks training, and so far it has been incredible. The first week was the introduction, second week was about habits, this week was about goal setting. And one of the things that I will be posting in one of my fitness journey blogs, and will also be on my Instagram. Sorry, I just bit my tongue then. Which I will chuck a photo up just so you can see what it is. We did an extra task, which was my growth board. Now, if you would have seen that on my Instagram stories for those 24 hours, and including the video that I'm posting, that I posted on my Instagram, as you can see by here, which also will be a highlight. I've done a lot of growth, a lot of reflecting, and to be a part of this course so far has just been amazing. It has uplifted me, it has helped me out, you know. Cass and Steve has been nothing but amazing, you know. Even though the course technically for this round was about 497 here in Australia, well, technically in the US actually. It does cost us more. The calls are like 4:30 a.m. in the morning, and that makes me really rather exhausted. But the course has been worth it so far. I'm already going over all of the notes. Let me just grab them. Example, this, I'm writing them all out onto my laptop, and then in about a day, I'm going to be re-watching them all, and then I have to do the week 3 task, what I thought of the training, but I'm going to do that once I rewatch the week 3 call, because I was so exhausted after that call that I had to go to bed. I was so tired, and even though it took me probably 3 hours to actually get to sleep, but I really wanted to stay up. And even though at one point, you know, when you're on your period, you know, you feel very sensitive, your stomachs feel very sensitive, and even though now my period is done, look at that, back to the normal body weight that I originally had before my period. You have no idea how great it was just to finish my period. You know, people don't really understand how hard it is for me to go through my period, especially when I have a stress fracture in my back. I go through a lot of anxiety, and I went through that for the past couple of weeks. And what I went through is that I had a phone call from Center Sting about getting in contact with me about my job network and all of that stuff to stay on the dole, which we have to do here in Australia. Was going to go out on the Thursday, freaked out. Dude, I freaked out on the Wednesday, and I was up at like 3 a.m. in the morning, legit freaking out over going out the next day, because I haven't travelled in over a few years before I moved here. And Mum cancelled it because I legit felt like I was going to puke the very next day. So we waited until Monday. Monday we went out. I didn't freak myself out. I had my alarms on. I made sure everything was ready to go in the morning. Went immediately for a shower. Then came in here, got dressed, got ready, and then waited for Mum to get ready, and we were at the door. Walking to the bus stop wasn't that bad, even though my back was starting to go, and it was already going from the previous day. So walking to a bus stop, get there, had to chuck a mint in my mouth because I was starting to slowly freak out. Once I was on the bus, had my music on full blast because I will always talk myself out of it, and I just felt absolute anxiety. That is just how scared I was. Going into the city, I was absolutely fine. I knew where I was going. Walked away from Mum, went to where we had to catch a bus to go to TGP, where we had to go. Just standing there saying, "Hi, Mum." It's like, she was wondering if I would turn around. It's like, "No, I know where I'm going from here." So just getting into the city was a bit of a, trouble. But anyway, continuing on. So after that, we go to TDP. We have a general walk around just to waste time. I go to some of the stores that I always go to, and this is so with a very sore back and very not in the mood. So as we continue walking, I went to always the downstairs for a food court. I go to my game stuff, scan the codes and everything, which I'm very big on these days, just to make myself feel safe and make my whole community feel safe in Adelaide, because when we had that spark with the COVID last year in November, it wasn't fun. And just so you guys know, I did do a video of how I felt in November with the almost full-blown lockdown we went through for almost 5 days, but it went down to 3 days due to someone lying. So that video, I think I still have on my channel. I will write in somewhere around here if I still do actually have it on my thingamajiggy, and then I will release that next month, just so you know how I already felt back then. But other than that, sorry, I have a notification on my phone. But other than that, went to TDP, looked around, went to my old job, where I used to have my first job for 6 months, but my back was just too sore, and I don't want to go in there whining like this, "Oh my God, I'm not going in there." And Mum got us a coffee, new people are in there now, which is fantastic. You know, I understand with COVID and how things and businesses have felt and how everything has to, you know, go up in price, and I completely, you know, understand it. And mum went and bought me coffee. You know, this is like a day or two towards my period, and it's like, yeah, you shouldn't buy me coffee when I'm about to be on my period. It's like this. No. But anyways, so after that, mum and I walked directly to the doctor's. We signed in. I went to the toilet. Then after that, we got straight into a doctor. Big shout out to my doctor. Got all the pieces that I need to do for my Centrelink to hand it in. So after that, we traveled back to Paradise, bus into the city. That's bus city going in. I can tell you not, I almost had a panic attack because it was just so many people on one bus. And even though Adelaide and Australia is getting their shit together when it comes to COVID, it still makes me panicky. So once that was done, Mum and I went back into the city. We went to a bus stop where we can get our bus home. It is actually a really good thing. So we caught a bus that I was very familiar with, and just to re-go down through the route, which was great. Go to a shopping centre that is near us. Mum went to the toilet. I went and bought a salad for me and Mum and this nut juice sort of chocolate drink. Went and bought that. I went straight to Centrelink. And the most frustrating thing when I went there is like I had only a few things to scan in to put onto the particular system because I don't want to use the app anymore because it's just a pain in the butt and there's no point for me, so I prefer it. And plus it also helps me to know when I have to report, I gotta get off my ass, get on my computer, sign in, do what I need to do, and also just check on the payments, see how much payment I'm going to get this week, because it's very mindful as well. Then you know what you have to give up for food and stuff, or what you have to give up. It's a really good thing about money too. So in Centrelink, had to get an appointment. I was very annoyed for I think 5 to 10 minutes because I'm thinking to myself, Mum's sitting on a seat reading a book in the hot heat, because this one was really getting more hot. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, poor Mum. And then when she told me she left the phone at home, I'm like, Mum, I could have texted her. I should have told her just go home. But she stayed there. Once I put in my papers, unconfirmed a phone appointment, which we'll talk in just a sec. Walked down, saw Mum, told her what had happened, and she said, yeah, I kind of had a feeling that you had an appointment. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I had to see someone. But it was good. We went home. I was knackered. Got home, took everything off. Stayed in bed for a few days. Then I got period. That was fun. And I did give myself the first 24 hours to myself. Then got up to do some work on my computer. And there's a reason why this video is so incredibly late, because I was going to film it around the 3-day mark, around those 3 days. And unfortunately, it didn't happen. And I really truly do apologise. So, going into this week as well, I had a period. Stayed in bed for 2 days. I spent the remaining of it in bed, playing games, watching District 8's Birdman mod playlists, which I will chuck in for you guys in the video. And basically, I sat and watched him play a game on my iPad, because I can multitask at the same time, or also getting shit off of my phone, which I do for my health blogs. My health blogs, I mean my fitness blogs. Sorry. I'm restarting that up, but I'm starting that up next month too. So it's going to be really cool next week. I'm very proud that I did my call this week on Monday. I'm very proud that I didn't work myself up for that call on Monday. I got up, got my room sorted, dressed up, and this is what I wore. I love my black outfits because they make me feel a lot more slimmer, a lot more confident. Did my hair, chuck a mint in my mouth, drank water, did the interview even though I was towards the end was starting to shake. But when it was ended, no idea how proud I was. I'm like this, having a little jiggy dance. Oh yeah, oh yeah, do jiggy dance. Oh yeah, oh yeah. But other than that, I had to go. To overcome that phone anxiety, you have to get out of your comfort zone. And even though it was for Centrelink, because I have to do it because, you know, in the next week I have to get paid and rent needs to get paid. I have a course that has to be paid, but I did it. You guys can do it. If I can, you can. Now, since my counsellor has left because she's pregnant, expecting her little brother, which I wish to nothing but love. And even though last year in my health edition blog with Christmas, I did not see her. I was up late that night. I felt sick to my stomach, and that did not happen. So that's that. But I've already uploaded it by the time that happened. I'm like, cool. So just checking in here. So Siteback called me. They told me that it's going to be a possible 2-month wait for me to get a new counsellor. I told them that was fine. They wanted to see if I was still willing to stay with them. Absolutely. And that it was going to be a 2-month wait. I told them that was fine. I'm very, very patient. And that is exactly what's been happening for this entire month. I will be having an extra call with my coach, which is all the bonus things that we got from the inner transformation course, which is excellent. Still planning on making sure that I can go through, watch all my course training for the last 3 weeks, which I'm really excited and hopefully get to do tomorrow. But that's basically all that has been happening for, you know, all of February. You know, I understand that you're only beginning already downsize the videos only because, one, I'm still working on some of the videos. I get overwhelmed when I'm working from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like this. This is legit my brain. I'm trying to work on YouTube. I know if the camera's shaking, I know. I'm sorry, but that's just my head. But that is how my brain is when I'm working on too many things. But that's okay. I'm letting you guys all know it's going to be the same for next month too. Which I'm planning on doing a month's talk of March, which I will do in a few secs. But I thank you all so much for really being patient with my channel. I know there's been a lot of changes over the last year, and if COVID did not hit so hard last year, and if we didn't even have it at all, you would still be getting a lot of good series, like Pokemon cards. I missed a year worth of Pokemon cards. Thanks, COVID. Number 2, a lot more of my cooking and tasting food with So series, which I'm still working on. I still want to have more videos on for you guys, so hopefully with either this year or next year, I will promise that I will post them. Makeup, a lot more things, but there's always a but. Sorry, my arm is getting sore. It always happens when I do these sort of, you know, really up and closeable videos. I know it's called how many TikToks I made over since I've been setting that up since last year. It's the only thing that's keeping me from just going insane. But I really want to thank you for putting up with me for 2 months. You know, I'm trying to work on myself more because it's very important as a 26-year-old. I know I'm 26 now. I know I feel old as it is, but you know, tough. That's just life. Your age doesn't define you, and it shouldn't define you. Sometimes it does, but you know, hooray. But anyway, you know, been really working on myself for this past 2 months. going to be continuing that for next month because I really need to finish all of the fitness journey vlogs from last year, and it's what I'm going to work on this week. But I want to go record my reflecting, which I will be doing early, and my month talk for next month I will be doing, and I'll be doing that right after I start recording this video and get this off my phone. But other than that, that's just what's been happening for me. I thank you all so much for joining me. All of my socials, all of my YouTube links, everything that I post down below in the description. Remember, the end card is very different, which you will already know by now. Remember, all of the music that I use in this video, of course, will be credited straight after this video part of the video has ended. Remember to always credit the musician who originally wrote a song and also produced the song as well, because that's just how it should be. Of people trying to steal a credible artist, Final Fantasy X, and trying to claim it as their own. Are you people dumb? Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. You'll get a lot more info in the month talk of March of what's happening. We'll still do a reflecting video for February. I'm going to go write out all the notes and such, so that may be a short one. I would probably just recommend you going to this video. But other than that, I love you all. I'll see you all soon for the reflecting and March month talk, and hopefully, fingers crossed, you'll get 2 health vlogs or 3, depending on the amount of weeks there are in next month. Other than that, I love you all. My arm's slowly starting to die, and I'll see you all soon.